There was somebody who once said, a wise man proportions his beliefs to the evidence. A wise man proportions his belief to the evidence. What's up, everybody? We alive. Yet another day above soil. I want to thank everybody for your support. We made it. We have made it to 500 subscribers. Woo, 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 woo. But in all seriousness, I really want to thank each and every one of y'all from the bottom of my heart. Without any of y'all, without my family, without God, without any of the people that I've met along the way, I don't think any of this would have been possible. But we have evidence that it is indeed possible. So this video is going out to y'all as a celebration and as a recap of how all of this has started. And also, it's also a way for people to look back at some of the goings on for the future. So it all started in a small town in upstate New York called Oswego. While I was working someplace in Oswego, I was in the midst of soul searching. In the midst of this soul searching, I couldn't help but notice how much pollution had plagued the earth. I didn't like it. I wanted to change it. So I did it in a way where I enjoy. I like working with my hands. I don't wear a lab coat. I'm not a biologist, a biochemist. I don't put stuff in a flask and make it blow up. I don't do that kind of stuff. If anything, they probably might put me behind bars, make me look like I'm from Breaking Bad or something. Anyway, I liked working with my hands. I like making artwork. So to counteract some of the pollution that had gone on in the world, I started making artwork. And I started a business. When I talk about the LDX family, LDX stands for Live, Don't Exist. Thus, Live Don't Exist LLC was born. Came from my Aunt Amy, my late great-grand Aunt Amy. When she was close to the day of her passing, she reminded myself and my mom that there is a huge difference between living and existing. She was existing. She was in pain when she was asleep. She was in pain when she woke up. She was in pain when she was laying down. She was in pain when she was walking. All the people within her life had passed away, or they weren't there. So she was in her apartment, existing, not living. And that's not good. People around the world are existing because not only of the biological pollution, but the psychological pollution. And I wanted to counteract that. So part of the reason for why I started this YouTube channel was because of that. So the videos started with art. They all started with me making art out of recycled material, which is fine. But I noticed that as soon as I started cooking, as soon as I took things to the kitchen, people started to notice. And then Red Velvet came out. And that's when things really started to take off. And I said, you know what? I want to continue making art, but cooking helps to alleviate psychological pollution. Now, what if you eat something and you were not going to wake up the next day, but the thing that you ate before that event happened was not good? If anything, you were just filling your stomach because you were hungry. With cooking, it should be something of a transformative experience. Here's the deal. When I cook, I want to cook like it was going to be the last thing that I will ever eat or anybody else would eat. Because that's what it means to live and not exist. When I take my newspapers, when I take my plastic or paper bags, when I take things that people consider trash, I put them together and I assemble art. Like it's the last picture that I will ever make. That's living. Anything less than that at all is existing. Like I said, this channel was originally for my artwork. I'm going to continue making artwork because I've noticed that a lot of people from India have been watching my videos related to art. I see y'all. I acknowledge y'all. I get a lot of inspiration from y'all because of the paper quilling that y'all do. I like that, and I'm going to continue that. And I see y'all. But I'm still going to keep cooking because these pound cakes ain't going to cook themselves. So before I made it to 500 subscribers, before I started this YouTube channel, I had naysayers. I wouldn't do anything better than what I did during the 5th grade. If your SAT scores aren't going to be high enough, you're not going to live a fulfilled life. You're going to struggle in college. You're going to drop out of college. Being an RA is a hard job. Are you going to be able to do it? Oh, you're not a good bowler. Anyway, you notice how there's a lot of people who say, I can't do this. I can't do this. You're not going to live up to this. I'm not going to live up to that. Where is the evidence? Where is it? So the semester after 5th grade ended, I made it to the honor roll. And I gave my 5th grade teacher the certificate as proof that I did better than what I did in the 5th grade. My SAT scores were odious. They were abysmal. But I've gotten 2 degrees. I've gotten through college twice. So me having low SAT scores is related to a fulfilled or not fulfilled life. Let's look beyond that because there's no evidence to back up that claim. Being an RA is a hard job. Okay, maybe there might be evidence of it, but I was able to work hard as an RA. I was able to become an assistant hall director. I was able to become a residence hall director. I was able to become an academic advisor. Yeah, it may be a difficult job, but was it impossible? It wasn't, and I got through it. And I have evidence to back up my claim. You're not a good bowler. You will be made fun of in adult leagues. I got a 300 game, and 5 days after I got my 300 game, I got a 299 game. And I have the evidence to back up my claim. Which brings us to now. When I started my YouTube channel, people said, do a feasibility test. You might not be successful. You might not make it that far. This video, and even after this video came out, testifies that there is proof that there is some sort of success. I'm not going to lie to y'all. We made it to 500 subscribers at least 3 weeks ago. And the reason why I'm putting this video out now is because I want people to see the evidence. Because not only have we made it to 500 subscribers, but it is climbing. It is still climbing, and we're getting more people to join the LDX family. Now, how is that for some evidence?
Wait a minute. You're still making things? You're still turning trash into art?
Yeah, I am. Gives me a reason to give up. Along the journey, I got laid off. Twice. I'm still here. Getting laid off or having some kind of tragedy shouldn't stop you from living your life. If you're going to let one thing push you down, that's existing. That's not living. You're going to have naysayers in the world. You're absolutely going to have people who will doubt you, who will push on you, who will gaslight you, who will make you feel like you are stupid. I'm here to tell you that you've got to push back on that. You got to put your mind to it. You got to put your grind to it. Because at the end of the day, if you work hard for something and you put just a small seed of effort into something, something will come out. And there's going to be evidence to back up that claim. When I went to the Mount, we had a philosophy class and we learned about a philosopher by the name of David Hume. Don't get me wrong, David Hume was extremely racist. He is. But there is one thing that he said that stood out. That is, a wise man proportions his beliefs to the evidence. Basically, if you can't back something up with proof, it would be absurd to believe it. Here's an example. If I were to say 5 plus 22 equals 222, that doesn't make sense because you need more than 5 added to 22 to get 222. The world will end in 2024. Where is your proof? Horses can fly. Where's the proof? We can prove other things. An island is surrounded by a body of water. That's proof. We can say that we're human. All of us are human. That's proof. That's a little bit about what I have to say about evidence, backing up a claim to say that something is indeed true. So some of my naysayers is going to say a few things about this. But if you put a small seed of effort into something, something's going to pop off. Something. So I've been trying to find mustard seeds. I've been trying to find them, couldn't find them, but I found something that's a little bit comparable to the size of a mustard seed. So what I have here is seeds of coriander. One of those little seeds equates to the amount of effort that you need to put in to have some pop off. You might need one of these seeds, you might need 2, you might need 3. But guarantee if you put effort into something, something's going to happen. If you don't sow the seed, if you don't start, nothing will happen. About a year or so ago, I talked about New Year's resolutions. And you know what? I'm going to bring it up now because 'tis the season. Tis the season. New Year's is about to come, and then people are going to start having New Year's resolutions. They're going to buy up all the memberships to Planet Fitness or Brick Bodies or the Bees Out Doodoo Zoppity Bop 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 gym, and they're going to make a New Year's resolution about how they're going to go to the gym and get swole, but then after a month or two, they're going to stop going. Here's the thing. If you're going to have a New Year's resolution, why make it? If you see that something in your life needs to change, why are you going to wait until the new year to change it if you realize that something in your life needs to change now? Let's take it a little bit further. What if you don't make it to the new year? Before the new year, you die. You don't know how it happened. You don't know where it's going to happen. You don't even know if you're going to be around people when you die. But what if you die and you had something in your mind saying something needed to change and you didn't make that change? Wouldn't that make you feel some kind of way? So before you die, before people put you in the ground, throw dirt on you, or incinerate your body, turn it into ash, if you need to change something, or you need to start something, or you need to start living, do it now. There is no better time to make a change in your life. What if you see pollution as a problem and you didn't do anything about it? If you see people getting laid off and you don't give people instruction as to what to do, or you empathize with somebody or feel like if they're lonely and you don't want to make them feel less lonely, how's that going to make you feel? What if you're going through that experience? You see a plethora of ingredients around your kitchen, around your mother's kitchen, your father's kitchen, your sister's kitchen, your brother, your auntie, your uncle, your grandmama, your grandpapa. You see a whole cornucopia of fruits and vegetables. They're sitting there, or sometimes they're sitting there rotting away, not being used. But you don't put forth the action in starting something, cooking something that is of high caliber. What if you're going to sit around and it doesn't happen? You're depriving yourself. You're depriving other people from living. This is what I got to say to y'all. Keep your head up. Put some effort into something that you love and do it. Know that you're here for some sort of reason. You may not know that you don't know the reason right now. You may not know the reason within 5 years. You may not even know the reason within 10 years. But just know that you are here for a legitimate reason. Find that reason and live your life. People said that this YouTube channel will not be successful. People still say that this YouTube channel will not be successful. Well, I've got a little bit of a news flash for y'all. I'm not going to stop. Because I'm going to put a little seed, I'm going to put my seed of effort into something that I'm doing. I'm not Mr. Beast. I'm not PewDiePie. I'm not T-Series, but at least the LDX family has a blip on the radar. And that blip on that radar is getting bigger. And I have each and every one of y'all subscribed and unsubscribed to think. I sincerely thank each and every one of y'all for watching, for supporting me every step of the way. It really, it gives me great joy to meet everyone, to see the comments, positive, not so positive. The "Hey Drew, how are you doing?" is good to see you. It really, it makes me feel love. It makes me feel passionate to see that something is happening. We've made it to the road to 500 subscribers. Now that that road is over, we're going to need to raise the expectations, because I already know that something's bound to happen. So instead of 500 subscribers, LDX fam, we're going to need to strap on in, because now we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. So like I've said before, there's a lot of things within our society that discriminate. Death, however, does not discriminate. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for your continued patronage and your continued viewing. This is your first, second, or third time watching this content, hit that subscribe button. We have a lot of fun on this family, and I would love to see y'all become a member of this growing LDX family. I leave you all with much love, good spirits, and vibes. Until next time, I see y'all later. I'm out.